Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wildstar with Kage. Here to give you your dose of Wildstar early access. To level up, I've picked my PvE server. Basically no, actually it was full. It said it was full, but it didn't have a queue time of 8 hours, like the other server I was on. I was on Storm Talon, I think, in the beta, and I tried to join it. It says, hey, 8-hour queue. I said, nope, sorry, not gonna do it. Contemplated doing a PvP server, since I don't often do PvP in MMOs. I don't often care for PvP servers. Why? Because I don't exactly like the idea that someone 20 levels higher than me or more could come in and kill me while I'm just trying to get something done and then camp me for all eternity. Although this game seems to have some very PvP-centric stuff in it, it's a thought. I might do it for my Exile run and see how it goes, see how I like it. But the best, or the most popular server there was also 6 hours waiting time. So yeah, that wasn't happening. So here we are. It's going to be on Caretaker PvE server. We are going to do the Dominion. The reason why I want to do Dominion is because of my demented little Chua here. It's the closest thing I could get to a gnome, if that makes sense. I'm going to be an Esper, which is the mage, and my mage in World of Warcraft was a gnome, twisted little gnome with bubblegum hair, and I enjoyed him. He was fun. I'm actually thinking about doing the bubblegum for... I might do that, actually, just because, you don't mess with it. It's lightish red. It's not pink, it's lightish red. You know not to mess with the bubblegum-colored Chua. He will blow you the heck up. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. You know what? Let's do it. Let's be accepting of our bubblegum colored friend here. And I've got the nice little curly mustache that just seemed to be the best thing to choose for my demented mage. The only other option I really cared for was this, and I don't know. I kind of like the twisted, like, Snidely Whiplash old-timey curly mustache that just seems to work for me. And as far as the hair, I don't know. I don't think I really care for Chua hair options. There's something that looks like poo on your head. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot going on here, especially since the hair, it can't be a different color than your fur, so you can't really make it stand out in any way. So it's kind of gonna match your silhouette. So I figured, well, I'll get I can do that, but honestly, the one I had just feels like it was better. This is another choice that's kind of interesting, but I don't know if I like the way it kind of melds into the stash. If I were to do that, I'd probably switch over to this or something, but I don't think I want to do that. So we're going to go back to the hairstyles. We're going to go and... It's like that little swoosh on the top. There you go. How fun is that? Alright, so we're doing that. Demented little guy, isn't he? I love it. Alright, Explorer is what I'm going to be as my path, because I really like the Guild Wars style of play in which you're looking for things across the map. It rewards me for finishing the maps as well, so we'll go ahead and do that. Ah, yes. Can I make my mage Starflare?
The Dominion, a powerful empire founded by the long-lost Elden. It has ruled the galaxy for almost 2,000 years. Unexpectedly, the fabled Elden homeworld of Nexus was discovered by the renegade exiles. Claiming the planet as the Empire's rightful legacy, the Dominion is gathering its strength and preparing for war. Ready to fulfill their ancient destiny, the Dominion has now made the long journey to Nexus. But that is only the beginning of their unforgettable story.
Nice. Nice faction-specific opening there.
I have evidence that exiles may have infiltrated our cryosystems, planting their traitorous agents among loyal Dominion citizens. I require such a citizen to aid me in my work. You
Yes, ma'am.
find one for
Scans
me.
detect what we believe to be several functioning cryopods. No mechanical anomalies. Which one would...
That one, right there. Yes. I have an instinctive feeling about that one. And the Makari's instincts are mathematically flawless. And none more than my own.
As you say, ma'am. Reading all vitals at optimal. Shall I begin the reanimation procedure?
Yes. Begin as soon as the fail-safes are in place.
All right, we're ready to proceed. This one is definitely the best of the lot, ma'am. Peak physical condition, no sign of tampering with any of the equipment.
Exactly what I require. Yes, I detect potential in this one.
Alright, greetings Karik, welcome, welcome. We are doing a wonderful Twitch/YouTube stream and we are having fun with the early access. Alright, what do we got here? Authentic dividends, XP renown prestige gain increased by 2%. Oh, okay, this is fantastic. This is actually something I don't know if a lot of people know about. Is the fact that if you put on an authenticator for Wildstar, you get a bonus to XP, renown, prestige, and all that. It is something that can be easily done with any smartphone. You basically... It's a Google authenticator. It is not a Wildstar specific authenticator like Blizzard has its own, Final Fantasy has its own. It's literally just download a Google authenticator, you have to put in a special code, and then boom, the authenticator is active within the game, and you get a little bit of bonus. So they actually reward you for having it, which I think is pretty cool. Plus, I mean, if you got a smartphone, it's free, so there's no point in not doing it. Why do I like Chuas? Because when we double jump and land, we roll. Acrobatic, aren't we? Alright, getting word from Karik here that the EU servers are going down for a hotfix in about 20 minutes. We might get the same thing on the US servers. So let's try and maybe move quickly. So let's go ahead and let's get everything started here. I'm going to reset all my tutorials. I'm going to treat this like kind of a startup. I wish I could have done that before I loaded into the game. So I'm not going to get everything from the beginning as if I was a new player, but that's fine. Let's see. Oh, unfortunately it looks like it doesn't work with Windows 8. I know it works with Android. I don't know if it works with iOS. Alright, there we go. Movement. WS, A, and D to get moving. Standard kind of control scheme for these kind of games, really. Alright, let me check the audio levels real fast since I'm not recording for YouTube specifically. I can't double check the audio all the time, so hopefully everything sounds good. Alright, so standard is A and D instead of strafing actually turns the camera, whereas Q and E actually strafes. Alright, got it. Alright, so it looks like all the UI is open, and what's this? Account inventory, that's new. Account inventory. Your account inventory is where items and entitlements shared across your account can be viewed and managed. Giftable items can be given to other players or gifted to you, while account-bound items are locked to your account. Cool. Give an account-bound item to one of your characters, enter the game as that character, open the account inventory window, click on an item to highlight it, bind it to character, it'll turn green. Click the green button, confirmation panel will appear. Once you confirm, selected item will appear in your inventory. Okay, cool. So I have a bunch of entitled stuff. I got 30 boom boxes, a deed to a piglet house. That's the spaceship, apparently. Ha! Bag of Awesomeness. What is this? Expand your inventory by 10 slots, so that's nice. See, there we go. Hot fix. What does that say? We're going to get a hot fix here in 15 minutes. Downtime should only be 15 minutes, so... Alright, so we're going to have to look forward to that. Alright, what else did I get? So I could just grab myself one of these items right away. What else do we have? Gold-plated Gambler's Ruin model. Only a homeowner can claim. Okay. Chosen of the Progenitors. That's a title. A bunch of homeowner items. Omniplastic Threads. Holographic Elden Relic. Plasmatic Hyperboard. Must be level 25 or above for that one. Dyes. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. I didn't realize I was going to get a whole bunch of this stuff. Cybernetic Eye Patch. The Highwayman's Threads. These are nice. Must be level 7 to claim. Hoverboard. Must be 25. Okay. Alright, so that's interesting. So it's a whole bunch of stuff that I can get. Okay, and the authentication dividends, there you go, is for the two-factor authentication. That's having the authenticator down here. Alright, so let's not get too engrossed in that. Let's just go through the basics here. We'll go ahead and right-click on our quest giver.
Who you are, and where you've been, what you've done.
Oh, what have I done?
Make you nervous?
No, all hail friend computer. Alright, citizens rising from cryosleep or plagued by subversive thoughts require your help to weed them out. Alright, so this is something I've mentioned before when I did the first impressions and whatnot, didn't actually have a good one to see, is that you can actually explore the lore of the game if you so desire. I'm going to go through it a bit. I'm going to read fairly quickly if I can, and of course as I upload it, hopefully the encoding will make it readable so anyone can pause it if they want to see it. So here I can just go straight into I have nothing to hide to take the quest, or I can go what's causing their subversive thoughts to ask the question, and then of course it will update the text up here. I can't seem to move that box, which is unfortunate. Alright, Exile, let's see. Sweet, so if I'm in exile, I will be immediately liquidated. Fantastic.
Delays would be most unfavorable.
Alright, meet the quest tracker, the best friend an adventurer could hope to have. So, quest tracker, organize your quests. Now, the quest tracker is usually really good about organizing things in distance. Not in the order you get it, but in distance to where they are. I am being asked if each character gets the items that are in the account inventory. I would assume so. I think the boom boxes, you have to just redeem those and you get them. Let's see. Bind to account, bind to character. That's a good question. What I should probably do is create a new character, take one of the items out, make a new character, and see if I could get the item on another character. So, I mean, let's do that. We'll grab one of the items, and then we will make a throwaway character to test it. To be sure, since that is a good question to know for anyone that's pre-ordered the game. So the Bag of Awesomeness increases my inventory by 10 slots. I'm going to grab that, I'm going to hit bind to character. Are you sure you want to bind this to your character? Let's just go ahead and take account item.
Achievement granted.
Alright, you already have this account item. So that's already good to see, is that it shows the lockout and it says you already have it, which means it may imply that other characters can get it. So let's go ahead and real fast, we'll switch characters. Standard MMO, 30-second logout time. So I hear that Wildstar has been having some issues with its startup, lots of people having difficulty getting into their realms. People not getting the entitlements that they've got, like you just saw that I had all those entitlements. I've heard that there are people having a hard time getting those, which is very unfortunate. They're working very hard to get it fixed. I kind of figured they were going to have issues. The game was not quite in the best state it could be when they released, but you know, for trying to get this together, trying to create a whole new MMO IP and all that, I think they're at least trying and doing a decent job of it. I'm just going to make a random character. I really don't care who it is. Testing random guy.
The Dominion, a powerful empire founded by the...
So the good news is most people, I think, are seeing fixes for the issues they've been having. Jump. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into my inventory. And it looks like the Bag of Awesomeness is here still, and I can hit bind to character, and then I can take that item. So it does look like, and I'll go ahead and confirm it, I'm grabbing it, going into my inventory, there it is. So yes, each character is able to get these. Now the boom boxes, that one I'm not sure, because boom boxes are one-time use items that you get in the game normally, and there was a promotion to get some of these. So that one I think you're going to have to grab on the character you want them on. But it looks like everything else you can just grab for any character that you have, which is cool. Why there's a bind to account and gift on here, I don't think any of these are, because these are pre-order stuff. I imagine they'll use this system for gifting other items down the line, like maybe if you buy something on a shop, you'll be able to bind to your account or do it on a gift. So maybe you're given something and you can say, oh yeah, I'll take that, bind it to my account. Or it's like, no, I really don't want that, I'll give it to someone else. So it's cool that these options are here. How they'll be used in the future, I'm not sure, but I think that's really cool. Alright, let's go ahead and go back and switch characters so we can kind of start this. Yeah, see, I can't just log out instantly, it sucks. I love the fact that the Dominion is so cautious about exile spies. They subjugate their own people. Like, this guy is constantly getting probed. The Dominion is, like, evil in that, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. I can't remember the trope now. They're evil in that way that they're not really evil. I mean, they do evil stuff to the extreme. Like they're Snidely Whiplash evil or something like that, you know? They do evil for the sake of being evil. One of the leaders of the Dominion sends people out to get honey for his tea from giant killer wasps. And he loses like a whole bunch of people because of that. It's like, really? This is your evil. This is evil. Alright. Testing random guy. Wah, 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 wah. I spent most of my time in beta doing exiles. So this is kind of a new thing for me being the Dominion. I've only been very little bit with the Dominion here. So, alright, so we've got Rise and Shine. We've got to enter the scanner. So just real quick, going over my interface, it's pretty basic. Upper right hand corner is the map. It does show me where my objectives are through these numbers. I can click and drag this map. Oh, maybe they turned that off natively. That's actually nice because it was very easy to move the map by accident. I can drag it to make it bigger if I so desire. That's good. Or make it smaller. I'll just put it back to where it was. I can, of course, turn on and off rotation. So if I turn like this, it makes the map turn with me. So that's really nice to have if you prefer one style over the other. It looks like nodes by default are off. In the last beta, that wasn't the case. Nodes were on all the time. You could turn them off, though. Alright, so you can always change the options there on the map. World map. Oh, they've changed it a little bit. It looks a little better. It used to be kind of ugly. Still not the best. I really think they should show the entire continents, kind of like Warcraft does, but this works. Yeah, this looks much better. So I'm glad to see the map looks much better than it did before. It was kind of ugly previously. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of the map. I've got my health here on the left. I can click on it to target myself. I've got down here are my dashes. If you double tap in any direction, you dash. And of course, I land on the 4 paws, which is awesome. Gotta love being a Chua. Alright, so you get 2 dashes that recharge over time. There is the little icon there that or the little bar that shows when it restores those charges. If you want to disable double taps, you can do that. So if you're trying to do something very tedious or you're trying to maneuver through very narrow spaces, since I'm an explorer, I may want to do that because I'm going to be going through high places on narrow walkways, and that means I'll be tapping the button a lot. So I want to make sure I can turn it off. I can do that. Starting off, I have a stance. Everybody has a stance. Every class does dual classing. Every class can DPS, and then half the class is tank, half the class is heal. So my stance, you always start off with a damage stance. This and all the stances can be activated for a buff. In this case, I have to be in combat. So I can grant, absorb, interrupt armor, and generate a psi point. So that's part of my mechanics. And my first ability is telekinetic strike. 1 1/4 second cast time. It's freeform, stationary, goes across 30 meters, and you can see there is the wonderful cast bar. It does 22 magic damage to 5 foes, generates a psi point. I like the fact that all the basic attacks typically hit 5 opponents. So if I hit 1, you'll see... Poof. So mages in this game don't just cast fireballs. They cast mind daggers. Mind swords. You don't hurl balls of fire and ice, no. You shred them with blades of your pure mental projection. Now, it is a ability that needs to be cast while stationary, much like any mages in a lot of these other games. That is important to note, though, because some characters can cast while moving. Spellslingers, I know specifically, have some abilities like that. Alright, let's move forward into the checkpoint. Alright, answer truthfully. There are no right or wrong answers. Do you understand? Oh, yeah, it's a lie. This reminds me of that... Oh, I don't know what the... Paranoia. It's a game I just recently started playing, actually. Where they're rooting out commies. Alright, excellent. Loyalty test commencing. Do you enjoy communing with nature? No, I do not. Test subject negative for Arn influence. Are you a fan of Artemis Zen? No?
Do not think this one success means that you are indispensable.
Excellent. Alright, click on an objective, help shows the way. Alright, so this is nice to know because I have had some issues with finding some quests at times. You can just click on any one of the quest objectives and it shows you a big arrow on where you need to go next. Alright, so got it.
I expect progress.
Alright. So moving this way.
I want you to apply extremely forceful persuasion.
Alright. Can target NPCs and objects with the left mouse. If there's an icon above it, try clicking the right mouse button or pressing F to interact with it. So F is your use key, standard edition. I can just right click if I want to. And that helps me, quote unquote, interrogate them. And they run into the scanner. Right. Interrogate! Yes, to the scanner with you. Don't doubt the pink, I'm sorry, lightish red Chua. He will melt your face with mind daggers. Go, citizen! To the scanner! Excellent. You there! Cease your prattle! To the scanner! You are a beast. You look like a demon anyway. Gone with you! I care not for your ill will. Take this extra shock therapy.
Enemies a lesson they will not soon forget.
You are certain an exile spy lurks among the citizens, My programming prevents me from betraying the Dominion. Gotta love that free will, eh, buddy? My, look at your face. My goodness, look at that face. Can I... Wow, I'm not even at crotch level. That's how tiny this guy is. I'm smaller than a gnome. That's pretty crazy. That face, though. I gotta tell you. Alright. I shall interrogate you further. Oh! Well, that's one way to get her done. Alright, so we are done here, I do believe. Let's just make sure. Yep, looks like the arrow has us going over here to the console. Alright.
They were fools to oppose the Empire.
Alright, so see how the quest tile turned green. That means your quest is ready to turn in. Fantastic! I don't have a way of turning in remotely yet, I don't think. Nope, I have to go and turn into the NPC.
What news do you bring?
Alright, so hey look, there's our tutorial. Hold shift to run and sprint. And of course you get a sprint bar when you do so. I love these little tutorial things too. They have wonderful little pictures of odd situations that you may or may not ever find yourself in. Alright, rise and shine. Your tasks are incomplete, though you have proven to be a loyal citizen. Begin to question your listed intelligence quotient. Okay. I'm not done yet, huh? Ah, okay. There's more I needs must do to prove my loyalty to Dominion. All hail, friend computer. Hello? Oh, no! Well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think they took me down. And that's a shame. Because unfortunately from here I can't really look at all the settings too as well. So I can't like go into the add-ons to take a look at those. It's a shame. But hey, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is at least the beginning. We're getting somewhere. Only in the very beginning of the Dominion starting zone. We've got about 15 minutes, it looks like, before we can get back in. Tis a shame, tis a shame. Let's see, just seeing if there's anything interesting here to go over as far as options, since we can't play the game. It's got a lot of different options for it. I think they've really taken a lot of the stuff that people want from the other games and just thrown them in here. Hold to continue casting rather than pressing a key twice to cancel a cast. Hold button down. They've even got multiple colorblind modes. That I think is kind of cool. Like 3 different colorblind modes. Huh. Alright, well, I don't think there's too much else I can cover at this point, so I will be coming back. And when I can reconnect, I'll restart the stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, those of you who have come in so far, thank you. And I'll at least get this segment up for anyone that cares to see it and knows what's going on with the game. So I will see you a bit later.